Oh, I just washed
No.
it.
Oh, okay. No haircut. Just washed it. Okay, nice. Well done. I'm glad you washed your hair. I'm so proud.
Yeah,
So
you
we're
like that?
late. We're late today.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happens. Sometimes the scheduling difficulties and technology all confound us all.
So I want to talk about something for about the next 15 minutes. Okay, our compressed show. We're going to talk about something completely different. So the cool thing is you have no show prep for next week, Stu. That's a great
Cool.
news.
You know what I like is I'm
What?
reading a book called Smart Brevity.
Oh, I thought you meant copywriting secrets.
Nope, Smart
Um,
Brevity,
what is
and
smart brevity about?
it's just about doing more with less, saying more with less, right? So we're gonna do
Really?
that today in 15 minutes instead of an hour,
Is that
because one of the coolest things I saw, in the first few pages was brevity is confidence versus length is fear.
what?
Yeah, brevity is confidence.
Is that does it have like a blue circle on the front? The power of saying more with less? Is that what it is?
A blue circle. Yes, yes, it does.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm getting ready to buy it.
Smart
See
brevity.
now why you probably sold 20 books like just in the last 30 seconds by saying that, you
Oh,
know? And
possibly.
because I'm sending this to Terry. Terry, buy this, please. She's my purchasing agent.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
think it's written by journalists,
okay.
so they are, telling a story briefly, especially with today's attention deficit issues that people have.
What'd you
So
say? I wasn't paying attention. I'm just that was too easy. That I had to. Sorry.
right, people are unable to focus for very long. You don't want a 2,000 word article. Maybe 500 is going to be sufficient.
Yes,
So
and I'm with you, man. I'm gonna get that book. Is it a short book? Now these
yeah,
sums they better not be a 400-page book because I'm gonna be
no,
pissed.
it's quick read, and it's kind of it's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit today, because it's about almost like making a list for effective content,
Uh-huh.
right? And be bold with your content choices, but you don't have to write a book every time you
Right.
post something, right? Or every time you write an article or you send a newsletter. It doesn't have to have thousands of words on it, right?
So I wanna investigate that a little bit. Talk more about that because I'm you're it's interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, what I do, for instance, like this morning, I posted a picture and probably about two sentences of what I was doing.
Yeah.
That was it, right? And there's things that so it's a post, and then I did another thing where I shared another person's post who has a really big following and someone I respect in the industry that I'm in, and so I shared his post about sleep, but then I
Uh-huh.
tagged my article on sleep in that story share. So it was just another way to, like,
So you
and
like
get,
hijacked that guy's thing?
well, kind of, but
Okay.
I basically shared his meme, right,
Okay.
onto my story, and
Okay.
then I put in some links and I said, this is perfectly stated, right? So I gave him big kudos and tagged him in it and everything like that. But then at the very top, I said, it's my article on the very topic. So I just kind of expanded it a little bit. And then
So you
my,
okay, hang on. This is cool. So basically, you curated somebody else's content to your list as an excuse to remind them about crap you'd already I mean, value added stuff you had already created related to the thing you curated.
yes.
Dude, that's brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you. And
That
it
is
was quick. You know
brilliant.
how long it took? It
30
took like,
seconds.
yeah, less than. Yeah, it was really quick.
Okay, we need to come up with a cool name for this. And then this is one of the techniques that we need to teach when we start teaching turn content into traffic inside of the elite level of content marketing scripts. So you need to come up with a cool name for it, or a cool name for that strategy. The Stu Smith switcheroo. You like that?
I liked your hijack curation.
Ooh, hijack curation jacking. Dude, that's it. Curation jacking. Oh, I'm telling you, man, we could do an hour-long webinar about that.
Easy. Do you want to see it?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just show you what I did.
Right.
And Chrome tab, Instagram. All right, so this is my, here it is right here. Boom. So that is my sleep is a giant reset button for your entire system. Craig Edwards. I like this guy. He has a big following. He's a great trainer, coach.
My brother Craig.
Post some good stuff. I stated there. This is perfectly stated. And then, at the very top, the mastery of recovery equals longevity. Great article.
I'm not seeing that. I don't see that though. Where
you don't see it?
You hijack. Go back, or hit your back button or whatever. Now that's real small on my screen.
Oh,
let me go. I'll go full page. Hang on.
So you see that?
Okay, so mastery of recovery equals longevity is actually a link that they can click to go to your thing.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Where does that text, mastery of recovery equals longevity, where did that text come from?
From my Stu Smith Fitness. Oh, no, I typed it in.
So are you limited to just what's on that one line? Do you only have that one line, or could you have more?
I could type in a little more.
So
what happens is when you put a link into a story, you put in the URL at the top, and then there's another line underneath it, and you can retitle it to something else versus have a URL up there.
So why wouldn't you have something that said like new article or click for or article or awesome article, mastery of recovery equals longevity? I mean, it's like,
well, the problem with being brief is sometimes you don't think things out fully.
No, it's fine. I've never done this. Nancy does the Instagram. I fully admit that. I don't know Instagram, but I have a bunch of followers on Instagram. My thing is like, why couldn't you put something like mastery of recovery equals longevity? Click here for article.
Oh, I could do that. I could absolutely do that.
Can you try that next time you do that and see if it increases the click-throughs? Increases click-throughs?
Okay. Sure. Like I did the same thing here. This is a picture I took of a guy running in the morning, and there's a link there, running plan, to and through selection. Yeah, I guess I could say click here, but what?
Get it here. In this one, I would put get it here.
Right. Yeah, you could definitely do that. I just thought these link things were just universal, and that's what they meant.
But they are, but they don't know. It's kind of like, even if someone knows, they could click that. And yes, it is universal, but a lot of stuff's universal, and people don't.
That's fair.
Do it.
Yeah, you got to tell them.
Just a thought.
That's good feedback. I like that.
But that's cool. That's really cool. I love that, because that's how, in a minute you're creating traffic to your own article. So step 1, share content. 2, point people to something of yours related.
Then the ultimate, this is when it worked and you didn't piss the guy off, is that he shares it on his story with my link into it. Which all he has to do is like tap a button and shares it to a story. And he's sharing that I shared it. So it everybody wins, but it also has my link in there. So if he does share it, his audience now sees that link.
So it's like a giant electric hug.
That's the old that would be part 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's the biggest goal right there, is to get that person who has more followers and a different group of people who follow him to see your stuff. That's a way to get eyeballs on your stuff there.
Okay, here we go. Now it's turned into a book. Okay.
Yes.
Curation and curation jacking with reciprocation.
All right.
Because actually, curation and reciprocation rhyme. So it's curation, reciprocation, jacking. Ooh.
There you
go. Okay. Maybe a little much, but you never know. That's exciting, dude. That's really smart.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you're getting more mileage to existing content without having to reinvent new content, which is pretty exciting.
And that's the power of brevity.
That
smart brevity.
Absolutely. Dude, that's really hot. What other cool tip? That's good enough. Y'all don't get any more how-to tips. That's way too much. Well, I wanted to talk about burnout and stuff, but I like this brevity thing, because brevity would help you to avoid burnout. Okay, so you are the expert on burnout. You've actually given your wife instructions on what to do if you start to look like you're becoming burnt out.
Yes.
How could this brevity thing aid us with feeling burnt out? Because I'm feeling a little burnt out right now. Everything's perfect. No, I'm not allowed to admit any weakness. Everything's great, Stu.
Well, I will tell you this. Did you see how the power of brevity energized you briefly for these last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. So I think, even though you are burned out, you can suck it up for 5 minutes and get something accomplished, using brevity as the foundation for the whatever you're trying to create as content, or for traffic, in building, for that matter.
Look at you, all wise and stuff.
Thank you, sir.
I like it. I'm excited. I'm going to get that book. Now, how am I going to have time to read it?
I think it's pretty easy read, personally. And I also got the audio book, so when I'm in my car, I turn it on wherever I left off.
I got Audible credits. I got it. Yeah. I got Audible credits. Susan, stop making funny faces at me. Nah, that's cool. I'll get the I'll get the Audible book version, and when I'm doing my 30 minutes of warm-up walk,
easy day,
optional cardio, I'll listen to it at double speed, because that'll make it even more brief.
Yeah, I think it will just make your, the time that you spend on creating content just more manageable and potentially more effective. Especially, right. I haven't finished reading the book yet, but hopefully there are some interesting tips in there that allow you to make sure you're being brief and effective.
Okay. And that's the key. Sometimes you can be brief and people are like, where's the beef? But if you could be brief and effective,
yeah.
I mean, that would be like wearing the tighty whities on the inside of your pants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess.
Well, this was a valuable session today, and it was brief.
Very brief.
But effective. Brief and effective. I really don't want to say any more, because it would just ruin this great big kumbaya moment that we're having.
I would agree. Don't forget the offer on the back end.
Head on over to copywritingsecrets.com. I'll give you a copy of the book. All I ask is you pay a small shipping and handling. And if they want to get in shape, Stu, can they do it in 10 minutes a day at StuSmithFitness.com? Keeping it brief.
You know what? That's a good place to start. If you need to start.
You know,
Stu
moving
Smith
10 or
Fitness.
15, 10 or 15 minutes a day, if you're not moving at all right now, 10 minutes after every meal, you can get 30 minutes of cardio in each day. Loosen you up, make you feel better.
Huge.
So, plus you poop better. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.